What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back again with another Big Brother 20 recap and review. Episodes like this are very hard to watch, and there was a whole spectrum of problems. As much as I don't like Love and Light, there was so much that went on in this episode, and it was just extremely hard to watch. And to me, there's no reason. And it's frustrating to me to watch this happen right now because no one can give me solid, Big Brother I'm sorry, give me a second. Alright. Let's just get into the review. Okay? So, we start off after nominations, right? Caitlyn says that Swaggy, he has to go. He can go. He's been saying mean things about her, and now it's time for him to go. After the Scotty's scared. Scotty's like, yo, I'm a pawn. Pawns always go home. I don't like this fact. Like, this is very scary. What am I supposed to do? Tyler, he's happy. He's like, yo, things are looking up. I'm so excited. I'm getting everything that I want. Okay. And Winston, he doesn't trust Caitlyn because Caitlyn isn't in an alliance. Not even in his alliance. Caitlyn is in no alliance anymore. The LGBT couple meets. Brett is talking to Winston, and Brett is like, yo, I just wanted to let you know that, whatever happens, we're gonna make sure that you get off. Brett is like, look, I'm going to make sure that I get this veto, I get picked for this veto, and y'all ever wonder why the people are like, all they gotta do is get this veto? Is your name in there? Okay. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but is your name even in there? Y'all, I apologize for starting this off so sad or whatever. Because this is a channel. This truly is a channel of love and light. And manifestations. These are very hard episodes. I was just talking to Bae, who I've gotten really into Big Brother. And these are we were just talking before this review, and these are hard episodes to watch. They're just very, very hard episodes to watch. Y'all know this game. Sorry, breaking in the middle. Y'all know this game, and out of all of the years that I've seen it, it's very hard to see. It's very rare that you see somebody like me on it. Well, not very rare. We only get one or two players. And I want to root for somebody, like me, who looks like me at least first. And then we cut down to everything else. Y'all know I'm an equal opportunity player. Because y'all know I still love Scotty. Y'all know I love Angie Rockstar. Y'all know Swaggy C get on my nerves. Y'all know I love Bailey. I'm an equal opportunity player. I want to feel like if I get on this show, and I don't feel like that. And that's what makes it hard to apply or to want to be a part of it, because I want to feel like when I get on this show, I'm not just going to be targeted or pointed out for stupid reasons. For like very, 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 very dumb reasons. With an undertone. You get what I'm saying? Oh, so frustrating. But anyway, let me get back to the LGBT Alliance. The LGBT Alliance was meeting, and Brett was like, yo, I'm going to get my boyfriend off at any cost. Like, I'm going to get the veto, and I'm going to do what I have to do. Winston was saying, I love you. Just, do what you got to do. I'm going to win the veto. Hopefully you get picked for the veto. We'll be able to win and get ourselves off. After that, Faute is meeting with Love and Light. Now, Fessy's happy. He's like, yo, Winston up. Winston's going home. It don't matter. They're all talking about how happy they are that Winston's going up. Swaggy C, he's like, yo, you saw Winston? He was trembling in his boots. I said, oh, sweetie. He was trembling in his boots. He's going home. Caitlyn says, Caitlyn, Love and Light was saying that everything that she's doing is for a purpose. And she needs to continue to... Did y'all notice that they were giving her an edit like she was the mastermind behind it all? And I said, I know they not trying to make this diary room session to be like she's deciding all of this. We all know why Love and Light is doing everything that she's doing. And it's not because, oh, I have to edit Tyler is in this girl's ear. He has... When she talks about spirits and auras and rock crystals and everything, she needs to say Tyler. Okay? This girl's so confused. And they're trying to make it seem like she knows what she's... Girl, raise your hand if you're here for it. I'll wait. I'll take a drink while y'all wait. Y'all go to Dead Sea Cosmetic, Cosmetic.com, put in the discount code BusyBlu, and you'll receive 15% off of anything you purchase. Anyway, Swaggy C is happy. He's like, yo, Winston needs to go home. They moved extremely fast into the veto selection. So, Love and Light chooses first. He chooses house guest choice. She decides that she's going to select Fessy. She says, yo, I need to select Fessy because I want to make sure that they feel like I'm still with them. This girl's so ridiculous. You got Scotty. Scotty chooses Rachel. He trying to make it seem like, I choose Rachel. No, you picked that up. You picked your chip. This is the house guest choice. Scotty. That's not how this works. And Winston chooses Tyler. Tyler's very excited. He's like, yo, this is exactly what I wanted. Maybe we'll be able to, get this plan rolling. After that, you see Love and Light and Fessy talking. They're laying down in the bed. From what I understand, a lot of people on Twitter were saying that Love and Light's boyfriend that she had back at home, the picture was blurred out. Now, you ain't heard this from me. Okay? Because I don't like to gossip. I don't spread rumors. So you didn't hear this from me. But y'all. They said Love and Light boyfriend broke up with her and wrote a song about it. I'm telling you what I heard. Now, I'm telling you what I heard. I don't know if it's true. Now, you're going to have to look on Twitter. Look on Twitter. Look on Joker's updates. Look on the blogs. BB Network. Reddit. I'm just telling you what I heard. But they said she's single. She can snuggle and cuddle with. They said the girl can snuggle and cuddle with anybody she wants. She wants to cuddle with. Child, I said, where's Grandpa Lou when you need him? Anyway, they're snuggling. Love and Light and Fessy was snuggling and cuddling, and she says, I don't want you to win. And he's like, what? And she's like, I don't want you to win this veto because it's going to put a target on your back. He's like, what do you mean it's going to put a target on your back? She's like, two vetoes in a row, people are going to start putting you up. No, they won't, because if they put me up, then I'll just win that veto again. It doesn't make sense. And she's like, well, I just don't want you to win the veto. What frustrates me about, well, not what's frustrating about her, Love and Light is stupid because she plans to be honest, Love and Light and Falte are all stupid because she plants those seeds that nobody's picking up, okay? Nobody's Hansel and Greteling, okay? Because she's giving all the breadcrumbs. Just leaving them. She's just doing stuff like this. When she says something like, it's all for the highest good, I would have been like, okay, y'all, she about to backdoor one of us. The girl is just planting the bread seeds, the breadcrumbs, is just planting, and no one is Hansel and Greteling. So, he starts to feel some type of way about what she's saying, but he doesn't take heed to it. And I'm tired of everybody being like, I don't like what you're saying, but I'm just gonna keep it going. Do something about it. Anyway, Jody walks in, Jess and Cody. I'm actually over them. You know, I went really, really hard for Cody last season because, to be honest, to me, he made the game interesting. Everybody, outside of it, I didn't know what was gonna happen because Jess and Cody were in the house. When they left, it went back to, you know, Paul could have told us. Truthfully, Paul could have started a podcast called Paul's BB19 and just told us what was gonna happen, and I would have never had to watch the season because that's how boring it was. But they're oversaturated, and I'm actually a little done with them. I'm actually tired of seeing them. I don't want to see Jess and Cody say yes to the dress. I don't want a wedding special. I don't need an HGTV, them putting their house together. They can just go home and be happy. Okay, maybe a little YouTube video here and here. But other than that, y'all can sit down now. JC was confused because he was like, yo, I thought Cody was a little bit taller than, you know, they made him a little taller on TV. And when I saw them together, I was like, oh my goodness. JC was like, well, you know, it's okay because he's a little bit, you know, closer to my height. And, I mean, it didn't matter to me. They wanted to see the house. After that, they started talking about houseguestsonly.com. Now, houseguestsonly.com is going to be the Veto. And it's a dating app that they put. Speaking of apps, and this is another segue, y'all. CBS.com/BBLF or whatever y'all want it to call. Did anybody else? So I don't have cable. I have the internet and I have the CBS.com membership, and then I have, you know, Sling and whatever. Was anybody else's app just blanking in and out? Because mine kept doing in and out all the time. I need a free month membership. Y'all can reach me. Okay, y'all can look into my email address, or you can reach me on Instagram and Twitter. BusyBlu, no space, no E. It's probably over here because I have a lot of space over here than I do over here. That normally fits more over here. But BusyBlu, no space, no E is where y'all can reach me. But it just kept going out. So somebody fix that. Back to the show. It's a veto app. It's a veto competition, and everyone had to go into separate rooms. Was it just me, or Cody does have a little bit of a light with him? I feel like as much as, you know, he was, you know, just stirring this and that on the first season of Big Brother, I feel like Jess is opening up. Look at God and look at what love can do. So we started veto competition. The veto competition, again, is houseguestsonly.com. Basically what they have to do is open up this app. When the timer begins, they start to swipe through the dating profiles. As they read each dating profile, they have to try to figure out what type of date this house guest, previous house guest, Big Brother house guest, would like to go on. And they have to place that specific house guest in each of these different sections of the date. It could be either outside, go yoga, movies, yada, yada, yada. After 20 minutes, that means they're maxed out and then they haven't had time. This is a speed competition, so the faster you can figure it out, the faster you'll be able to go. First up, we have Rachel. Rachel says because she has the least trending app, she wants to do as best she can to really prove herself to America. Sis, we don't like you, okay? And you can win every veto competition. You can win all the veto competitions for the rest of the year. We don't like you, okay? So, I need somebody to tap on her shoulder and let her know, we don't like you. You can stand over here in the corner with love and light, but we're finished with you. Tyler be coming soon. But in this competition, I was very impressed by how she was doing. It seemed like her mind frame was really, really well, and she was able to get each one of them and segment them in a way that I understood. Like, wow, okay, move them here. This is why this person goes here. I was actually extremely impressed by how well she did. After that, you had Caitlyn. Love and Light. Love and Light. Oh, y'all, sorry, I didn't get Rachel's intro, so I don't know what it was. It probably was something like, I'm as dark as Bae, but I'm still the whatever. My skin coloration is ghetto, but I would never be caught out of, I don't know. I may be racist, but no. I don't know what her intro was, so I'm just going to go past that to Love and Lights. Love and Lights intro was, I'm a fan of essential oils, meditation, and back doors. I said, child, I hope this girl go the same way because I'm so done with her. I'm so over her. That was something I would take a sip to, but I'm not. Anyway, she's talking about Jody in this thing. She's like, I don't even know who this girl is. I don't think you will. Anyway, what was shady about it is that they put her right after Rachel. This shows more and more how none of a brain Love and Light has because she just kept going over and over and over. And I almost said, okay, girl, just give her a rest. Ding, 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 20 minutes max or out. She's exhausting. She's exhausted. Love and Light's boyfriend. How did you ever? She is just she's exasperating. After that, you got Scotty. Scotty said he's a gamer, but with him, you won't be played. And I said, well, looking at what's going on now, I don't know if that's the truth, but I'll allow it, okay, for today. Scotty, he was afraid of going home because, pawns go home all the time, so he was trying to do whatever he can, but he said that he cannot run and remember things at the same time, so the game was a little bit more difficult for him. After that, you have Winston, and Winston said he is not dating Brett. Now, what would y'all think if they asked y'all to say that? What would be in your mind if the producers was like, can you say I'm not dating Brett? What would y'all say? Also, did anybody else get that he's just boring in his diary room sessions? He's just boring. He's not even, because even Cody was fun to watch because Cody was clearly not here for the okay, visibly not here for the stuff. And I feel like Winston wants to be that person, but he's not that person. So his diary rooms are a mix of I don't know. Or just like, what is this? But anyway, his I don't know. His diary room session should have been, verse looking for. Oh, y'all Google that. Anyway, he wants to keep the back door for some. These jokes write themselves. Y'all look into the LGBTQIA community and y'all, these jokes are writing themselves. He wasn't getting it. The game was so difficult for him to play. It was just like, what are you doing? And then his catchphrase was, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And I thought to myself, no, you gotta be kidding me. At one point, he only had 2 to switch, and then it turned to all 6. I said, no. What is he doing? It was almost like, because one of my tactics for the game would have been, I'm about to put everybody in a place, and then I'm about to go to these app things and try to swap them around. And I felt like he never went to the app. I felt like he was just pushing the cardboard people where they needed. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God, that was so ridiculous to watch. Oh my God. Oh. I don't think you can get out of a cardboard box if you put him in one without a gun. Oh my God, he timed out, needless to say. After that, Tyler did one, and I feel like they strategically put Tyler after they did him because he just seemed so much more smart, so much more intelligent, after going after him. And he went really, really fast. What suspect me, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, y'all need to go to somebody else's channel for that, is that he was like, oh, I don't even need to see this one because I know where you go now. Did they provide enough clues for everybody for you to figure out where people are going without you have to look at the app? Something about that didn't seem right to me. It just did not seem right to me. I don't know. And then after that, you have Fessy. Fessy said he loves the girl that can cook, but as long as it's not ham. Did y'all notice that because Tyler's thing was, I'm a lifeguard and I can run in slow motion. And I don't know what Rachel's thing was. You know, again, I speculated that it had something to do with her being, you know, not too keen on being a little more tan. But Tyler's didn't have anything to do with how he's being viewed in the game. Fessy's had to deal with the ham. Even Winston's had to do with him being in his LGBT relationship. Why is Tyler's I'm a lifeguard? Do they not want people to know how he is viewed? Even Caitlin's was about central oars and back doors and how we do or don't see her. Okay. Anyway, Fessy, he says that he actually got done quickly too. At least it looked like. So this about to be a longer video than I suspected because it's taking me a long time to get through this video. They started going through the time. Rachel was first with 5 minutes and 49 seconds. Scotty, we could go right past him because he had 18 minutes and 20 seconds. Winston, we know he timed out. Tyler just so happened to get 20 seconds faster than Rachel at 5:29. I said, I know they tell it. Fessy has 6 minutes and 22 seconds. And Caitlin has 13 minutes and 12 seconds. Did y'all notice? And I don't know if they thought people were reading the blogs or watching the feeds or whatever. They didn't even build up suspense to even act like Caitlin won the veto. They didn't even try to build up any type of suspense at all. They just went straight into Tyler won. Tyler was the veto. He tries to do this diary session of, I'm contemplating what I'm going to do because I don't want to make the wrong move. We already know what you want to do, Tyler. We don't need to see what you are not going to do, okay? After that, you see that Tyler talk about his huge decision that he has to make. I felt bad because in Swaggy's diary room session, he's like, you know, it's good for your boy Swaggy C because Ty Dolla $ign got the veto and we all good. And I felt like, bro, no, it's not. It's not. Now, I need y'all to follow me because this is where this episode. Now, I don't like nobody. Everybody's gonna get it right now in this episode, and it's not always gonna be fun. So if y'all looking for the lovely but lively, I'm gonna give it to y'all because that's just who I am. I'm getting choked up already. In the midst of how frustrating this episode was for me to watch. Tyler and Love and Light start talking. Love and Light was like, yo, I'm really confused about this. She starts to think for herself, my God. I'm confused about this decision because do I just leave the people that I'm aligned with and try to do this thing? And Tyler's like, yo, I don't know what to do. I'm like freaking out because like I don't want her to make another decision. And she's freaking out. And it's like she's not freaking out. She's actually understanding that this is the dumbest decision in Big Brother history. We just started the game. She's trying to get these. She is in an alliance. She's about to get out of her alliance for a stupid reason. This is a dumb reason for me. If she would have put a Fessy, I maybe could have been like, I see why. They snuggling and cuddling, and I saw that happening. You're doing this because you heard that he could have been talking stuff about you behind your back? Sis, let's regroup, Fonte, and say, after this, let's put a meditation session together because I feel like we have some disconnection, and so I can hear you talking about me, and I want us to do this stuff together, and let's get... That was a quick fix. Now, I know cuddling and snuggling, that's a harder one to fix. That's a harder one to fix. But this, it doesn't work. And Tyler's like, she's freaking out. And she's like, you know what? It's all for a purpose, Tyler. You know, I trust you. I'm just really freaking out. And my problem is, she keeps saying she's thinking for herself. She's doing this for herself. She's sticking up for herself. Why you gotta tell Tyler, okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. I trust you. I trust your decision because I'm just freaking out with it. Now, is it your decision? Is it his decision? Are you trusting yourself or are you trusting Tyler? Because that's what she's not understanding. Loving like constituents, loving like, buyers and sellers. Because I done been to her website and trust to believe I can make a better one than that. $15 flat. I'll be your life coach. Meditation instructor. Manifester. I'll bring birds, crystals, rock, sage. I'll bring oregano. I'm going to do whatever I need to do in order to show you your past, your present, and manifest the future. Call me now, okay, for your manifestation. Namaste. You got it. After that, you see Fessy and I Love It Like talking. And Fessy's like, yo, let me know what you're thinking. What's happening? And Love It Like's like, yo, I just want to I'm going to use it. Which, when did this become nobody's asking the right questions. I'm going to use it. You going to use what? Because you didn't win the veto. What are you using? I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use it on Scotty. Fessy's like, okay, is that what you want to do? She's like, yes, this is the best thing for me to do. And he's like, okay, well, I respect you. I respect your decision. He's like, I said what I was going to do, and I got to be upfront. I told him, and I let him know, and that's just the type of person I am. Love and Light says she's going to put up Angela. In a diary room, I guess they must have pinched her or something because she was crying and afraid in the diary room. I said, oh no, they got the production. Love and Light, you need to sue, okay? I am your attorney at law, okay? If you could be a meditation instructor and life coach, I'm your attorney. We will be filing charges, okay, against whatever person sued you, pinched you in that diary room to make you cry. Let me write this down because there are a lot of people we need to sue. Oh, I know. Oh, I do have a pen. Let's make sure that we sue the producers, okay? And Julie for even allowing this to happen, okay? Let's put Julie down too. 2 O's, okay, for Julie, okay? Or, that's Jolie. Let's do 2 U's, okay, for Julie. I want to make sure that we have it right for the record. Let's do Allison. I don't even know if she's producing the show anymore, but I feel like we can get more money if we just put everybody on the list. Because I don't know who pinched you and made you hurt and afraid like that, but this is unacceptable, okay? She's crying and afraid in the diary room of what she's going to do. And I wasn't here for them doing her like that, pinching her like that. Because I know she wasn't crying because isn't this your decision? So after that, you get Rachel's crap back. Now, y'all can say what y'all want. This was whack. This was really, 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 really whacked. I thought that the crap app was them talking about her gameplay and it's going to negatively affect her because it's talking about her gameplay. Now y'all can say what y'all want to say about me. Fessy being Muslim, the ham could have affected him because maybe they weren't going to give him vegan ham. And there's a lot of things that he would have to wrestle with religiously. He was throwing up the ham. And it was hard to see him watch. It was hard to watch him eat the ham, at least on the show standpoint. I don't know what it looked like on the feeds, but from the show standpoint, he could have become malnourished because he wasn't getting enough vitamins and minerals from the others. I'm just telling you how I feel. He become malnourished because he wasn't eating the vitamins and everything that he needed from the other types of food. He was throwing up the ham, so he could have become a little bit thinner. He probably could have stopped eating. He probably couldn't have been able to. If you eat the same thing for a long time, you may not be able to sleep. Your stomach starts to feel a little funny because he didn't seem like someone who even ate ham. So now his body's trying to get used to it. His endurance is down. His thought process is down. There's so many things that could have happened with Amazon. You get this fat man from the plane flight from last season to come in here and talk about how well she makes coffee? No, ma'am, Pam. No, ma'am, Sam. I'm not doing. Julie, I don't know what producers or writers y'all got making this up in the back. There are so many things that you could have done just to tiptoe the line. I don't understand why Zingbot can come in and make people feel like, yo, is this what America thinks about me? But we couldn't have the Yale app actually come in and say, you're getting as dark as Bang. Your skin coloration is looking ghetto. All you've been doing is sitting around with one group of people. They couldn't have done stuff like that. They couldn't have done something. So who are you? I thought you were about to be the Vegas show girl. But all you've been is a no girl with hanging out with one person. They couldn't have done that. They couldn't have done that. Instead, we got this young man who's giving this line that nobody... 0 stars. This is not a show about stars. I mean, to be honest, this isn't a show about gaining stars. What does that even mean in the Big Brother fandom around? He talking about 0 stars. Look at how she makes the bed. These are the worst beds ever made. She didn't make the beds. This was whack. This was whack. This was whack, and it wasn't fair. In a season where Sam has to sit in a dark room, and I don't know if they gave her a Nintendo, if they gave her a PlayStation joystick, or she had to maneuver something like this in order to move around. Sorry, y'all, this is the camera I'm supposed to use it for my lives, but it's really bad. I don't know if it's going to zoom in or whatever, but if y'all trying to get a good camera, don't use this because it's a horrible quality. Horrible quality. But in a fandom or in a realm where she had to sit in a dark room and look at the game through a computer, you just let a fat, sweaty, angry man come in here and talk to her about who made their bed one way and why? I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. So we saw it. It was corny to me. Y'all put it in the comments how y'all felt about that. It was corny to me. After that, this is when I start to get upset. So y'all, busy bees, I'm sorry, buckle your seatbelts, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to get through it, and it may be tears. Love and Light sits down with Haley. Love and Light tells Haley, or wants to tell Haley what's going on. And she's like, yo, Love and Light is trying to tell us, I want to do this so that America see that she won't be knocked over or pushed over. Girl, it's too late. And you're not being knocked over or pushed over by Swaggy. And I want her to get out pre-jury because I want her to see herself. I really want her to see herself. Hey jokingly whispers in, Love and Light's ears like, Swaggy? And she said yes. Now Haley's shocked. And she's like, yo, this doesn't make any sense. It's a number from our side. And she wants to tell her, but she's like, I don't know what I should do. Should I go against the HOH? Yes. Yes, you should. Because even after that, she says, well, Tyler said. It's a clear, and even Haley says to her, it seems like you and Tyler are getting a little bit closer. In that moment, Now this is a tricky situation to be in, but I know how I would have said something. And whether I die on the cross for saying something, that's a whole nother issue. If I'm in alliance with you, if I say I got your back and we got each other's back, then we have each other's back. I know, then we need to say something. I am afraid that Haley, and I was trying to explain this to Bay, I feel like Haley felt like she was close to Love and Light, but she also knows that Rockstar was close to her, and Rockstar has a bigger mouth. So maybe if I tell Rockstar, she'll say something, because I don't feel like Haley's that girl. I feel like Haley is that girl who should have said something to the HOH, like, that sounds so stupid, and Tyler's making you feel that way. But I don't know. I don't know if Haley is that girl who would have gone to Swaggy. I don't feel that from her. So I can understand her pause or contemplation going to Swaggy. But this alliance is wishy-washy. I already don't like level 6. So they're already out. They're out of it. They're out of it. But I don't like all of this. So now Haley's on the map. She can go. Next we go to Rockstar and Haley. Haley and Rockstar is in there. Haley finally tells her this is what's happening. Rockstar is pissed. But she's closest to, in the Fontaine Alliance, she's closer to Haley. And Haley's like, please don't say nothing. Please, please, please don't say nothing. And understanding Rockstar is like, this is my closest person in Fontaine. I know the person who's closest to Swaggy. They're boys. The person that I'm closest to, because I don't think she's that close to Bay, in this alliance is Fessy. I need to go to Fessy and say it to him. Now, here Rockstar goes. This is such a stupid game of telephone when they all could have just said, let me wait to the end. Fessy goes to Finesse. She's like, I don't trust Tyler. And I love Rockstar. First of all, she's from Bowie, Maryland. Shout out to everybody from Bowie, Maryland. One of my friends actually went to school with her. Is it Bowie, Largo, whatever? She's from Bowie. And they really love her. I know she said she's from Baltimore, but she from the DMV area. Y'all know I live in the DMV area. I never tell y'all where I live, but I know y'all know I live in the DMV area. That's why I rock with her. But she's trying to tell him, like, yo, I don't like Tyler. Something's up with Tyler. And I feel like he's running stuff. Trying to, again, nobody's handling grappling, but trying to plant all the seeds. And Finesse's just like, no, if there's one thing I know for sure is that Love and Light is pure. And she's going to do whatever, she's going to put up Amanda or Angela or one of the racist people. Oh, let me not say that. She's going to put up one of the other people, I'm for sure. And this was to me. And I got to give you something, Rockstar. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You should have said something. Hands down, you should have said something. You should have come to Fessy and be like, why do you think that she's doing that? And you don't think she's getting close with Tyler? And you don't think Tyler's telling her something about Swaggy? And you don't think we should say something to Swaggy to be on his toes? You don't think any of that? Love and Light told Haley that Swaggy's going to be going up next. That's what I would have said. I'm telling you what I heard, I'm leaving. I'm going in the shower. Next case. And what frustrates me is that no one in a group where we're supposed to be working together, we came up with this stupid name and we actually stuck with it to show good faith. We all not coming together. I don't know what this group was based off of, but it wasn't genuine. And it's very clear of that because it crumbles so fast. And it hurts me that they have this man that everybody loves. They say they love and they adore and they want to work with. Nobody can look him in the eye. Nobody can come to him. And that frustrates me. because I would want to be in a group with people who can talk to me and will come to me and tell me, yo, this is what's happening. Something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna put you up. She's gonna put you up. Swaggy could have gotten ahead of the game. He could have gotten ahead of the... Even if he still went up. Even if Swaggy still went up, he could have gotten ahead of the... Yeah. Woo, almost gave away what I did in real life. Swaggy could have taken this information and he could have blown up the house. And then everybody would be looking at Caitlyn and Tyler like, yo, what are they about to do? How are they going to do this? Tyler has connections with so many people that he would have had to second guess. He would have to think twice about what he was doing. If Swag would have been like, yo, did Tyler told you to put me up so you can... Did Tyler be able to be like, no, I never... Bruh, no, Caitlyn's no. Now we're in front of everyone. Now we have to figure out what we... Now, at the expense of Scotty, that would have been more beneficial and effective because they're all working off of relationships. Caitlyn, Love and Light doesn't even think that people think she even liked Fessy. Tyler's relationships are built off of this false narrative and truth. This would have thrown such a wrench in the game if Swag would have come through and was like, yo, house meeting, and y'all know I hate house meetings, you putting me up because of something I said about you? Because they said something, da-da-da-da, and it's because of Tyler. Tyler, what are you saying, person who told me this? And I just felt like things could have been different. I only have a couple of minutes before this camera cuts off again. Love and Light finally goes to Finesse, and y'all like the name. And she says, yo, this is what I'm doing, this and that. That was hard to watch because the veto ceremony starts. Tyler saves Swaggy, Scotty. And then this wants to get up here. Love and Light. BusyBlu and Associates to the rescue. Who pinched you? Tell me who pinched. Y'all, write it down in the comments. Who was she sitting by? I need copious notes. Who was she sitting by? Because this girl got up and was like, I don't want you to be mad at me. And what did she say verbatim? I'm not promised this position over again and I want to make the most of it. And Swaggy's like, yo, what's happening? What is she do? I felt so... I felt so bad for Swaggy at this point because anybody could have said something. Anybody could have said something. And he's looking around. Scotty knows. Haley knows. Rockstar knows. Fessy knows. He's turning to the person he trusts the most. And he's like, yo, what's happening? Yo, what's going on? And Fessy, yo, we trusted you, bro. He's like, yo, she didn't tell. I'm sorry. She said, I'm sorry. She said, I'm sorry. She just said, I'm sorry. And this is up there crying. She said Swaggy's name. Tyler's happy. Fessy says he's pissed. Bay is panicking. And she's like, no matter how many meditations or spiritual butterflies you throw, I don't care. My mom just texted me, these people are... y'all not gonna be able to see this. Oh, my timer was still on. Y'all not gonna be able to see that. My mom just said these people are dumb. She can always break my mood. Yes. Caitlyn says she's sticking to her truth and she's proud. And what sucks is that what is your truth? Hold on. Sorry, let me. This bothers my mom. Hold on. What's your truth, love and light? That you can be easily manipulated, you can be easily persuaded, that you can tell people what you think they want to hear and not listening to yourself. Have you been giving people advice and not truly listening to what's best for them because you're looking out for your own perspective and self-esteem and your own preservation? Have you been manipulating people into thinking that you're doing what's best for them while all of a sudden you're doing what you think is the highest good, which could be something that someone else told you to do? What's your truth? Because I don't think you're standing up for yourself, love and light, because you've been bullied and taken over by Tyler. I didn't like seeing Swaggy like this because, yo, my bruh, as much as I have talked about him and how much he has overly played this game, Tyler is not, Swaggy C is not a threat to no one right now. There's so many people that can battle it out. To Kate, let me not say that. To Caitlyn's game specifically, Swaggy C was not a threat to her at all. Whether or not he has said some bad things about you, I'm not going to go into that. He definitely is not a threat to your game. And if you think that getting him out because he said to someone that you got big feet is going to help you win the game, you're playing yourself. And if you think that America's going to back you because you were able to stand up for yourself because someone who talked about you, you're getting out of the game, we want to see you win. That's what America's going to want to watch from you. What America's going to want to see is not you standing up for yourself. It's for you to be like, yo, the gotcha is I'm still here and I got the money. And you're not getting it because you're not looking at longevity. To see my bro taken down like that, yo, that was so hard to watch. I teared up at the end of this episode. And I think that's why he had a message. And for y'all who don't like to talk about race or perspective, y'all can click up this channel now. Catch me at BusyBlu on Twitter and Instagram. No space, no E. I don't like the fact that he, related it to growing up in the hood. If y'all watched my videos, I grew up in an inner city and I lived from apartment to apartment, and we definitely didn't have any money, and I was raised by a single mother. But I went to college. I've worked in African American communities and pushing forth the message of equity throughout the United States. At the end of the day, you're not shocked, you're not surprised when something like this happens, but you do become defeated at points. I think that technology and whatever has helped us in the advancement of showing people for who they really are, through, putting up videos for Barbecue Becky. Google her if you haven't seen her or what have you, but it was like, for what? And so it's somebody that I trusted, somebody whose side that I was on. Maybe I said some negative things about him. Her. Maybe. Beyonce and Jay-Z said when the family feuds. Okay. He said at the end of this that he's going to give everybody hell. I really hope he doesn't. I want him to work hard. And I want him to strategically maneuver through this house. And I want him to get those votes. And I want him to stay. Summer of what? Steve? Who's that? I want the Summer Swaggy. And he annoyed me. But he's the show right now. What are we going to watch after this? JC sexually harass everybody? What are we going to watch? Oh. At the end of the day, Swaggy and Winston are now up. It's hard to watch. I've been watching the feeds, so I don't know what's about to happen. Tomorrow's gonna be a live episode. Y'all, somebody sent me a clip of another YouTuber who got mad that I was doing live episodes and said, "You can't be like me." I said, nah, he's the first to do live episodes. Oh, this person was laughing so hard on Twitter. It said BusyBlu, now he's the first to do live episodes. Oh my God, that was actually funny. Yeah, I want to say, let's distance ourselves from that YouTuber. Don't send me clips of anything. I'm really not bothered. I want to have fun. I'm going to do whatever I need to do and have fun over here. Y'all know I love YouTube. And I want them to continue that they're thinking to do, that they're inventive, creative. Y'all let them do that. There's no problem. I think the things that they think of are great. And I want everybody to continue to be a fan because I was a fan. Yo, I really, really was a fan. And they speak truths and things that because of my job, I would never be able to say. And I'm still a fan. Regardless of if they dislike me, and they can throw shade all the time. Y'all, I am such a major fan of that person. Well, I don't go there anymore. I'm unsubscribed. But y'all, I implore you guys to continue to watch. I want more people to go. I'm not going to say their name in this channel because they have disrespected me way too much. But I implore y'all to go continue to watch, because amazing podcaster, amazing YouTuber, hands down, and I gotta give it to them. And our channels are completely different, but I'm with it. But tomorrow's episode will be like, even though I am stealing someone's idea, tomorrow's episode will be live, y'all. We are going to talk about everything that's going on. I'm going to try to promise that it's going to be better. Y'all, tell me what y'all thought about this episode. I'm sorry I was up and down with it, but this was just a hard one for me. It really was a hard one for me. Ooh, what y'all thought about this episode? How y'all feel? Who y'all think is going home? Ooh, these are difficult ones. If y'all want to know more about who I am and what I do, you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. I am now putting out arrest warrants for the producers of Big Brother, Julie with 2 U's, and Allison, because y'all are physically harming Love and Light. Okay, because there's no reason why she should be crying and tearing up because of her ideas. Okay, somebody is pinching her and physically harming her, and we are calling y'all to the stand. Let me edit this video. This is about to take forever. I know this video is not about to get until like 12 a.m. Ugh! My computer been slow, y'all. I'm about to go get busy, and you guys stay busy. Till tomorrow.